Hi Aquarius, let's look at your astrology up to the end of the month. Well, tomorrow Mercury goes direct, and up to now you've felt as if you've been walking through glue, especially because your ruling planet Uranus is also retrograde, and that will go direct on January the 22nd. It's been retrograde since August the 24th. You might wonder, that's my dog, sorry. You might wonder why things haven't been happening for you. It's because your planet has been retrograde. Once it goes direct on January the 22nd, it's going to be a complete change for you. You are the great awakener, but you yourself are going to come awake. You're going to come awake. You don't like change. You're a fixed sign, but you do like being awake, and you've been sort of sleeping somehow, and that's all going to change for you. Fear has been your greatest enemy. Let's clear what's not meant to be here, bring in what is. Fear is your biggest enemy, and it affects your ability to live, to love, to thrive, to be fully human. You've had so many disappointments in your life. If you've listened to my readings before, you will know that you've had fear for good reason, because you've been left isolated. Can we have some cards for Aquarius, please? You've been left isolated. You've been left alone because people are jealous of you. They have rather cut their nose off to spite their face rather than see you going forwards. They've actually tried to keep you hidden so you wouldn't sort of dampen their cloud, but all that's going to change. And the weird thing is, the minute you get spiritual, the moment you wake up and you understand life, is the moment that they will get their karma. So these people who've held you back are really going to get their karma. When you are positive, people will really be drawn to you, the right sort of people. And your cup has not been half full, it's been more of a half empty cup up to now, which has been a shame. And you have always felt this sort of fear, or sort of you've gone a bit hermity in the last few years due to it. I also think your spirituality is going to practically benefit your life and other people's lives. And you've whittled it down to one thing. You would say that firstly, you acknowledge that life is bigger than just the part you're playing now. You know we're on a journey for other things, and a journey to a better place, to a better life. But you always give your best. As I said, you don't like change, but you are sort of like the guiding star, and you are on a journey, and you know that you're going to be going through uncharted waters, but you're your own guiding star. You know you're going to reach a safe shore now. All that fear has gone, and those people no longer affect you. This sort of fear can ruin finances, it can ruin relationships, it can ruin your health, it can ruin so much, and to a certain extent it has. But you now are really consciously eradicating fear out of your own life. And you love the planet, you love the sunshine. You're one of those signs that doesn't like getting cold. And you're thinking now, once your planet Uranus goes direct, that you can bless your present state, because it has made you understand things you fear, and to understand that you can cope with anything. So I think that's just really brilliant. So let's see what the cards how the cards support your astrology. The new moon, which is the day before Uranus goes direct, is going to be a very good new moon for you. And that's the 21st, and that's going to really impact your life in some way between the 21st and the 24th. So you might actually get some news or some change, or someone coming in and collaborating with you, because your Jupiter moved into Aries and moved into your house of communication, and the areas you're meant to be communicating in are all opening up now. You're no longer sort of in a stalemate position. You're not pushed out in the cold anymore. You're not turning around feeling sorry for yourself. You're sort of battling on. You're becoming a no-nonsense person. You're actually avoiding conflict and battles with people that have a hidden agenda. You have this instinctive feel to you where people of that nature are no longer welcome in your life, so you let them go. You know now how to balance opportunities, whilst before you didn't. You kind of like the fog that has surrounded you up to Uranus going direct, you're going to cut through with a knife, and you're going to become very sort of energetic, and you're going to bring great changes to your home life as you move forwards. Let's see what other cards we get for you. Yeah, you're going to make swift movements, so watch out anyone who gets in your way, because the sword is out now, very out. And karma, like I said, justice and the judgment card for me are karma. There's a need now to balance fairness and the life lessons people are going to learn with the karma that's coming through now. You're very lucky you're not one of those people. So everybody who harmed you is really going to be affected now. And I think that's such a good thing, because it's so deserved. Here we've got someone in your past affected you in many ways, as an old friend or an old lover. You might hear from them, but they're not going to be significantly important. But maybe memories of them will impact what you're doing now, or there'll be something that comes up that has made you realize that that time was not lost. You learned a lot. There's going to be big changes on the work front and the home front, and you're going to be very stable, and you're going to be the King of Pentacles because abundance is coming your way. So we've got a lot of success in the area of communication for Aquarius until May the 16th next year, where I feel your writing skills, if you write music or write books, are going to be really pronounced, and you're going to show the world how you communicate so magnificently. But also you're going to communicate with people in a better way, and particularly a lover, the communication is going to be really honest and true. And your soul, you've realized how important the soul is, that, you know, it doesn't matter how many qualifications you have, what cars you have, what home you live in. At the end of the day, what's important is what's in your soul, and what's coming to you is magnificent, and you will carry what's coming to your soul, the spirituality, the awareness, the wanting to make life better for other people, has come from you being depressed, you being bored, and not wanting to see people in those challenging situations yourself. You're going to give your life a final push, a really big push forwards. You've got a lot of stamina, a lot of courage, a lot of determination once Uranus goes direct. And the chariot card is here, which is your fate. You don't need to do anything for your fate, because it's all going to start happening for you. And I know you'll think that's ridiculous, how can it? But it will. Things are going to come up, things are going to move forwards. There's going to be a lot of progress after the delay, and you will be in a situation, because as well as the house of communications, there's a very important area for your love life, and that started to happen when Mars went direct on January the 12th. It was meant to be anyway, and the chariot's your fate, and it's taking you to that. But once Mars went direct on January the 12th, your 5th house of romance and love started to get very, 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 very mobile. And it's going to rule love, creativity, and children. So if you don't have children, they could possibly be coming your way. The world is definitely changing for you. And you have become so, like I said, moderate, compromising. You avoid extreme situations. People just want you around because you create this feeling of security and happiness. But there will be people who were there before will try to cause your sort of mental breakdown, make your plans fail. There'll be a lot of that conflict and competition around, but you will take it in your stride. You're definitely very decisive now. You hold your power, and you're not going to let people like that spoil things for you. And like we had the Justice card with the Karma, Judgment, your choices are going to be really correct. You're going to be able to judge things so well, whilst before you was not able to do that easily. You was much more indecisive. Now you've got harmony after the battle. You've let go of hatred. You're healing. You're moving forwards, and you're bringing in your own success. You've been a bit of a hermit. This card means a twofold. Since all that happened to you, being left out in the cold, being isolated, being stabbed in the back, you have become a bit of the hermit, and you've ushered in a period of personal growth and transformation because of that. What you brought about was a wisdom that just speaks the truth every time you talk, and the benefits of the time being spent alone are really apparent. But also that could be that a Virgo's involved in your life. Now the Death card means total transformation, and your life is going to totally transform. You're very much still like the Hanged Man here. You feel stagnated. You feel like, what the hell is happening? You're looking at your money plans and your investment plans, but you're looking a bit down because you can't seem to get it going yet. But very soon you'll be taking that leap of faith into the future, and you will be carrying with you all the strength you need, and be giving a romantic proposal or receiving one. And so your transformation, not only career-wise but success-wise, will lead to commitment and contentment. And you will be sitting there very proud because your wishes will have been fulfilled and come true. There'll be a lot of celebrating going on, a lot of happiness, a lot of achievement. And this is what you want. And you'll be going, sort of running forwards on your horse or in your chariot or in your fancy car, and you will be going, successes here. Oh my God, I really am so happy about that. And the people that the karma, those that created those unhealthy relationships, those that overindulge, those that wanted you, encouraged you to overexcess, to have a life of debauchery, of upset, and then isolated you. Oh, watch what's going to happen to them. The Ace of Swords is going to be triumph over adversity for you. Your true triumph is going to be so apparent. And the High Priestess brings out all your unexplored potential. You've got so much of it. And there's going to be a few people out there at the back end who are going to be feeling despair and unhappiness at your success when they realize it's you. But you're not going to care. You're just going to carry on with your skills going forward, your ambitious, your crafts, your talent, and you're not going to experience a broken heart anymore. You're going to be going into stability. But the broken heart that you did feel in that old relationship where you did feel very distraught, a lot was taken away from you. You've reaped the benefits from that hurt, and you've healed, and you've realized that it's up to you how you choose the right people, how you magic your own future through your choices. You don't just let things happen to you. You do take a leap of faith, but you know where that leap of faith is going, into the sunshine, into the happiness, with someone who's worthy of you as the Empress or the Emperor. And of course, you're going to have lots of new ventures to go through, and those trickery people are going to be left behind, but they're still very significant in your life because they're watching you. They're watching this entrepreneurial person developing, this sort of learned, practical person who just doesn't live by the norm, just moves forwards, making money, making success, whether you're male or female. And these people with their trickery, their deceit, their dishonesty, their situations are not going to go as planned, their manipulations are not going to go as planned, and they're going to feel very, very emotionally unfulfilled and almost have a lot of anxiety and chronic stress over you because the jealousy and hatred has been so strong, and you will just ignore that, whilst before you couldn't. Although you're still very sensitive and caring, you are much more the sort of strong-willed individual that will overcome all obstacles, them included. And you do have one thing on your mind, because you have been without money and you're looking for a business opportunity or a talent opportunity that's going to bring you lots of money. Now, everybody has their wheel of fortune at some point in their life, and Uranus going direct is going to bring that to you. Your tower moment has happened. Whether you're over it completely is debatable, but it has shook you up, this sort of life you've had to leave of sadness. And the moon, you've been very affected by the moon, possibly the moon cycles with your sleeping, but it's given you, as I said at the very beginning, a lot of fear, anxiety, confusion, and you were easily affected by the moon. Now you're going to be so much stronger, and the stars are going to definitely, it's like that saying, don't worry, you might reach for the moon, but if you miss, you will land among the stars. And that's you, Aquarius, because you're going to show an inner strength that is amazingly strong. And yeah, let's take one of these. Let's see what comes up for you, and then we'll take some repeat tarot. So this is an astrology and tarot reading. I'm not taking any other cards, just astrology and tarot. It's going to be a great month, but the 28th and 29th are going to be excellent for you at the end of the month. There's going to be something happening on those 2 days that's going to really warm your heart and bring some sort of peace and satisfaction to your situation. Can we have one card out of these final ones for Aquarius, please? Let's see what falls. Ooh. Okay, out of these final ones. Okay, the Emperor. Whether you're a male or female, you're going to either be the Emperor or the Empress. You're going to have some very good news coming. There's going to be a new relationship. You might have started online with this person. It will develop into a fantastic relationship, and there'll be happy news regarding a child at some point from that. As I said, it could be a Virgo or it could be a Sagittarius. They're going to be very hard working and productive. And there's going to be a union, a sharing union, where you're both generous with each other, amazingly loving towards each other, and dressed in your finery, because there's going to be a lot of financial success. Let's finish off with a repeat card. Let's see at the major arcana what repeats for Aquarius, please. Anything that falls out will be significant. Let's see if we get a repeat card, because these strength, you've had strength. So it actually could be a Leo. There's a number of combinations here: Virgo, Sagittarius, or Leo. But what's important here, the strength card has come up twice, is that you are going to find an incredible amount of strength in this period when Uranus goes direct, to take yourself to where you need to go, to propel yourself into a position of power. And the Death card is a new beginning, a reawakening, which is what I said, you're the great awakener. So you are awakening, and you're going to be awakening other people around you. And for once, even though you don't like change, you're going to really push forwards for change. Here we've got the Fool card again. So you're going to take a leap of faith with someone that you love, or a leap of faith into a contract. Now Mercury goes direct, you're able to sign contracts, but there's going to be something that comes up and people will say, I'll consider it, but you will take a leap of faith. And of course here we've got a lot of spiritual movement going on for you. And we've got the Death card again. Wow, that total reawakening, that total transformation that's happening. Let's see if we can get 2 more repeats out of these, which really determine the way things are going to go, Aquarius. I see a great rest of January for you, and I'll be back to do another astrology and tarot reading in February, which will be, of course, now we're starting your birthday. So we're coming into Aquarius season, and your birthday on the Devil card again. So those people there are going to really get it. The ones that gave you hell, the ones that brought a stagnant, horrible situation in, that were people that had lived a life of debauchery, of meanness, of manipulation, of selfishness, over obsessed with outside influences and not having a heart, yeah, and breaking yours. They're the people that are going to get it in the neck. And here we've got the Ace of Wands again. So great things coming, and the Magician. So you're magicking up your own future, your own fortune, Aquarius. I love this reading, and I just wish you every success, and great things are going to come. Just wait till we do the rest of this year. You are going to see amazing transformation, and Mars is here for 2 years now, direct, pushing you forward on the love front, and Uranus is now going to be pushing you through on the work front, and you're going to be walking like on air and through the clouds, not through the fog, and with your feet in the glue. Everything's going to change. It's going to be wonderful. So let's watch this space, Aquarius. Good evening to you.